Could XRP really hit $7? Some say it's impossible, others think it's only a matter of time. But what if we told you there's something going on behind the scenes that could change everything? For years, Ripple and XRP have been at the center of controversy, from the massive lawsuit with the SEC to debates over decentralization and control. But now, with a huge legal settlement, shifting regulations, and new strategic moves, XRP might be on the verge of its biggest breakout yet. The crypto market is unpredictable, and XRP's past has been full of ups and downs. But recent events, including Ripple's aggressive expansion and major political changes, have sparked fresh speculation. Could this be the moment XRP finally explodes past its previous highs? Or are there hidden obstacles that no one is talking about? In this video, we'll break down the key factors driving XRP's future, its legal battles, new partnerships, and shocking price predictions from analysts. You'll see why some believe XRP is headed for $7 and why others are still skeptical. Stick around, because by the end, you'll know the truth they're not telling you about Ripple, and what it means for XRP's future. For years, Ripple's battle with the SEC cast a shadow over XRP. It all started in December 2020, when the SEC accused Ripple of selling unregistered securities, sending shockwaves through the crypto world. XRP's price crashed, exchanges delisted it, and investors panicked. Many thought it was the end. But fast forward to today, and the situation has taken a dramatic turn. Ripple recently settled the lawsuit, agreeing to pay a reduced $50 million fine, far lower than the SEC's original demands. That settlement wasn't just a win for Ripple, it sent a clear message to the entire crypto industry. XRP is not going anywhere. The news triggered an immediate market reaction. XRP surged in value, proving that investor confidence is returning. But here's where things get even more interesting. Ripple is now free to expand without the SEC constantly looming over its every move. With regulations clearing up and new opportunities opening, some experts believe this could be the catalyst that finally sends XRP past its all-time high. However, not everyone is convinced. Some argue that, despite the settlement, Ripple's control over XRP still raises red flags. Others believe the damage from years of uncertainty can't be undone overnight. So, does this mean XRP is truly ready to explode? Or is there another twist waiting just around the corner? Well, things get even crazier when you see how political shifts could change the game entirely. Regulation has always been one of the biggest obstacles for XRP. But what if the tides are finally turning? With the recent political shift in the US, the crypto industry could be looking at a new era, one that could send XRP skyrocketing. The biggest change? The return of Donald Trump to office. During his campaign, Trump made it clear he's not a fan of excessive crypto regulation. And now that he's back, his administration is already making moves that could reshape the industry. One of the most critical changes? The appointment of Paul Atkins as the new SEC chair. A name that has crypto enthusiasts buzzing. Unlike previous SEC leaders, Atkins is known for his pro-business, pro-crypto stance. This could mean a major shift in how regulators treat digital assets, including XRP. For years, the SEC's lawsuit held Ripple back, but with a new administration, there's speculation that the government may finally back off and allow crypto innovation to thrive. But not everyone is celebrating. Some argue that political changes bring just as much uncertainty as they do opportunity. After all, administrations change, policies shift, and the regulatory landscape is never set in stone. Could a sudden reversal put XRP back in the crosshairs? Or is this the moment when Ripple finally gains the regulatory clarity it's been fighting for? One thing is certain, Ripple isn't wasting any time. With new legal freedom and a friendlier political climate, the company is making bold moves, and its next step could shake up the entire crypto industry. With the SEC lawsuit behind them and a more favorable political landscape, Ripple isn't sitting still. Instead, they're making bold moves to expand XRP's role in the financial world. And one of their biggest plays? The launch of RLUSD, Ripple's very own stablecoin. This new digital asset is designed to compete with giants like USDT and USDC, giving Ripple direct control over a stable and scalable financial tool. But why does this matter for XRP? Simple. Ripple's goal has always been global financial dominance, and RLUSD could be the missing piece that helps push XRP further into mainstream adoption. If banks and institutions start using RLUSD, it could create a ripple effect, pun intended, that drives more demand for XRP. But that's not all. Ripple has also been expanding its cross-border payment solutions, signing major deals with financial institutions around the world. They're actively working to make XRP the bridge currency for global transactions, eliminating the need for outdated banking systems. This means faster, cheaper, and more efficient international transfers, something the traditional banking system has failed to deliver. However, not everyone is convinced this will push XRP to new heights. Some critics argue that Ripple's increasing control over these projects contradicts its original vision of decentralization. Others worry that RLUSD could become Ripple's new priority, leaving XRP in the dust. So, is Ripple's aggressive expansion the key to XRP hitting $7, or could it actually be a distraction? One thing is clear, the market is watching closely, and the next few months could be make or break for XRP's future. But what do analysts really think? Some are making shocking predictions.
Do you want to learn how to get familiar with crypto? You've heard about them before, but you've never considered having a real approach to them. Give me 30 seconds to convince you. Deposit $100 and get up to 50 USD in rewards. Verify your account, deposit, and start trading to maximize your bonuses. Are you still insecure? At Bybit, the more you deposit, the more you earn. With your first deposit and trade of just $500, you can get an instant $50 bonus. And if after all this I still haven't convinced you, I suggest you try the app. Because Bybit is not just an application, but a reality.
Could XRP really hit $7 or even higher? That's the burning question on every investor's mind. And depending on who you ask, the answers are either wildly optimistic or brutally skeptical. Some analysts believe XRP is on the verge of a massive breakout, with price targets ranging from $7 to $13 in the near future. Their reasoning? A combination of regulatory clarity, Ripple's expanding influence, and overall crypto market momentum. With Ripple settling its lawsuit and launching new financial products like RLUSD, they argue that nothing is holding XRP back anymore. In fact, some say this could finally be the moment where XRP fulfills its long-awaited promise as a global financial powerhouse. Technical analysts point to chart patterns and historical trends, comparing XRP's current setup to past bull runs. They argue that if Bitcoin continues to rally and institutional investors pour into crypto, XRP could ride that wave straight past its all-time high, but not everyone agrees. Some critics believe XRP's best days are already behind it. They argue that while Ripple is making moves, XRP itself lacks the real-world adoption needed to justify such a massive price increase. Others worry that whale manipulation and the general unpredictability of crypto could send XRP crashing before it ever reaches those heights. So, who's right? Will XRP finally break past the $7 barrier, or are investors setting themselves up for disappointment? The answer might depend on something far more controversial: the ongoing debate over Ripple's control and what it really means for XRP's future. One of the biggest debates surrounding XRP isn't just about price, it's about who really controls it. Unlike Bitcoin, which is fully decentralized, XRP has always had a unique relationship with Ripple, the company behind it. And that's where things get complicated. Ripple holds a massive amount of XRP in escrow, billions of tokens that it gradually releases into the market. While Ripple argues this system prevents inflation and ensures stability, critics claim it gives the company too much power over XRP's price. Some even say this setup makes XRP more of a corporate asset than a true cryptocurrency. And then there's the centralization debate. While Ripple insists that XRP operates independently, skeptics argue that too many of its validators are connected to Ripple. This raises concerns that Ripple could theoretically influence the network in ways that go against the core values of decentralization. But here's where things get even more controversial. Some believe that Ripple's control could actually be an advantage. Unlike Bitcoin and Ethereum, which can face scalability issues and unpredictable governance, Ripple's structure allows for faster transactions, stronger partnerships, and institutional trust. So, Does Ripple's control make XRP a ticking time bomb or a strategic powerhouse? The debate isn't going away anytime soon, but what happens next might not be up to Ripple at all, because something huge is coming that could shake up the entire crypto market. If XRP is ever going to hit $7, it won't happen in a vacuum. There needs to be a major catalyst. And right now, all eyes are on one game-changing event: institutional adoption. For years, Ripple has been pushing to get banks, payment providers, and even governments to use XRP as a bridge currency. And it's finally starting to pay off. Recently, Ripple secured partnerships with major financial institutions, some of which are already testing XRP for real-world transactions. If banks begin using XRP at scale, demand could surge, and the price could follow. But that's not the only factor at play. The crypto market is entering a new phase, with exchange-traded funds, ETFs, and tokenized assets becoming more mainstream. If XRP gets included in future ETFs or becomes a key player in central bank digital currency (CBDC) initiatives, its value could explode practically overnight. However, there's always a catch. Some worry that regulatory uncertainties in other countries could limit XRP's growth, even if the US market opens up. Others argue that competition from other blockchain networks could slow down XRP's adoption. So, is XRP on the brink of a historic surge, or will something unexpected hold it back? One thing's for sure: whether XRP reaches $7 or not, the next few months could define its future forever. So, will XRP really hit $7? The truth is, the answer isn't as simple as yes or no. There are powerful forces working in XRP's favor: Ripple's legal victory, major institutional adoption, and the shifting regulatory landscape. With the launch of RLUSD, expanding partnerships, and potential ETF inclusion, XRP is in a stronger position than ever before. But at the same time, doubts remain. Critics argue that Ripple's control over XRP raises long-term concerns. Competition from other blockchains is heating up, and the crypto market itself is notoriously unpredictable. Even if XRP does surge, how high can it really go before facing resistance? One thing is certain: this is a crucial moment for XRP. If the right catalysts align, we could see a massive breakout that takes XRP to levels no one expected. But if obstacles emerge, it could mean another cycle of volatility and disappointment. So, what do you think? Will XRP finally reach $7, or is it just another crypto pipe dream? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this video valuable, make sure to like and subscribe for more in-depth crypto updates. Because trust me, what's coming next could change everything.
If you haven't already done so, visit our website. You will find the link in the description.